UNAIDS has said in its new report that despite the many challenges, there is a path that ends AIDS. The report indicates that there are a growing number of countries that are providing or proving that AIDS can be ended if there is a political will. Now, the report added that AIDS response is succeeded when they are anchored on strong political commitment, translate into a reliable and adequate funding, choosing inequalities and discrimination that denied people services and tools that protect their well-being, and recognizing the importance of community-led intervention. And let's have more details of that in this report by Yahya Jammeh.
The report clarifies that taking a path will help ensure preparedness to address other pandemic challenges and advance progress across the Sustainable Development Goals. It further indicates that the path is not a mystery, but rather a choice which some leaders are already following. Briefing reporters in Geneva on Thursday, Yahya Jammeh, the executive director of the Joint United Nations Program on HIV and AIDS, said there must be a will for leaders to ensure that the fight to tackle AIDS is handled with utmost responsibility.
The data in this report shows that the path that ends AIDS is not a mystery, but it is a choice. It's a political and a financial choice.
The executive director said there is strong progress in countries and regions that have the most financial investments, such as in Eastern and Southern Africa, where new HIV infections have been reduced.
Eastern and Southern Africa is also the region where resources have been well deployed. And we see that there, since 2010 to now, new infections have been reduced by 57%. It's the region with the sharpest decline in new infections.
With the issues of treatment and others, the executive director said over 20 million people worldwide are surviving through antiretroviral therapy, saying that over 9 million people living with HIV are still running away from treatment.
The number of people on treatment worldwide has risen 4 times since 2010, from 7.7 million to 29.8 million in 2022.
According to the report, with support and investment in ending AIDS among children, the World AIDS report reveals that almost 1/4 of the new HIV infections were in Asia and the Pacific, where new infections are rising alarmingly in some countries. Steep increase in new infections are continuing in Eastern Europe and Central Asia, and in the Middle East and North Africa, with an increase of 60% since 2010. According to the report as well, these trends are due primarily to lack of HIV prevention services for marginalized and key populations and the barriers posed by punitive laws and the social discrimination. In 2022, an estimated 39 million people globally were living with HIV and 630,000 people died from AIDS-related illnesses. Reporting for Eyeafrica News, I am Yahya Jammeh.